So, since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko is never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words...
It does have a point. Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hero. Or it could have been 2 people working together who killed 1 person each. Which would be like... Hina and Celeste? At a guess? Probably not, but, you know, you get my point. But is he really the killer? And what about you, Kyoko? What about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies, or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well. Let us split up and begin searching.
But...
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during the case.
I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but... If you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. And let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Right, we're tasked with finding the 2 bodies that are left. And it's gonna be us, because no one else ever finds anything in this game. Alright, where are we going? Can't go to the 4th floor yet. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, I'm not in a room, so I can't actually interact with anything here. So, I guess I'm just gonna go into random rooms. The rec room, downstairs, right, so I've sprinted in completely the wrong direction. Alright, well, the rec room, I guess. We need to find something. Right, there's the hammer from earlier. Other than that, is anything out of the ordinary? There's no way this pool table is related to the case, okay. This Justice Hammer, however. Celeste. Did she really attack with this? Justice Hammer 1? What the heck is with this thing? I don't see anything, do you? No. I see a healthy amount of bugger all helping us in that room. Alright, let's go check the classes. There has to be something in classes. Failing that, we'll just go downstairs. There'll be something there. How did anyone write that and not get killed by Monokuma? Come on now. Let's be real here. Oh, hello. Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository. I've already told Hina and Sakura we'll go on ahead. The bodies were found in the repository. Was I that sidetracked that... I was supposed to find the logical conclusion in my head that it was the repository, which was where I was eventually headed, but... Alright, well, whatever. We'll go there. Where is it again? School store. Is this even the right... This isn't even the right floor. This is the right floor. I presume by repository he just means the fucking dumpster area, right? He must do. I don't actually see anyone here, so there can't be anyone here. We're still in the equipment room. The art room? Is that what the repository room is? Alright, fine. How do I go there? I can't. Great. I have to find my way manually to the art room, which is... Where are the classes? So, up here... Okay. Up here, and it's to the left at some point? No. Yeah. This is the art room? I don't remember this being the art room. Shows you how much I care for art, really, doesn't it? Are the bodies here somewhere? Probably in the next room, mate. If I were to guess. Up ahead is the repository, the door not turned. I guess it's unlocked. I have no other choice but to go inside. As long as this pose that they're in doesn't lead to some, like, very yaoi-ish fiction, we should be okay. And when I entered, I saw... Why are they surprised by that? I thought someone else had died for a second there. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. Not the first time, is it, my guy? When I saw it before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Another body has been found.
A body has been discovered.
I'm a genius, I know.
After a certain amount of time.
Yeah, we heard it just literally last episode, mate. So here we are. Without... Thank you. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later.
Okay, see you later. Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead. Gone forever. They're never coming back. You say that like it's a bad thing. It's literally the two worst characters in this game. Nothing of value has been lost here. Awful. This is just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this?
Someone with taste? Yeah, I'm gonna go with someone with taste.
Why? Why?
They have taste. We just went through this. Are you not Hina? Hang on a second. You are Hina, right? Yeah, you are, okay. I've been calling her Hina, and then I just saw Aoi. I was like, wait, hang on. Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. My eyes don't have the capacity to roll back as far as I need them to. This wasn't...
He's alive again?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
It's not Game of Thrones, mate.
Hifumi, wake up!
Those breasts are real breasts, not Sean Bean's breastplate.
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Hope, yeah, sure.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything.
He's gonna let on information we don't know and die.
Before I met you all. I met you all.
You know, I figured this would be a case, just because I played a little bit of 2, as some of you know. His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. Nope, I'm pretty sure that before we knew each other, there was probably a year or two in which we did know each other. How else would you explain that photo? Wasn't there a photo? No, he took it off us, didn't he? Alright, whatever.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember. Their name.
Oh, go on, die and don't say it. Die and don't say it. I dare you to cliche me as hard as that. I dare you, game.
Yasu.
Yasu? This isn't League of Legends. There aren't Yasuo mains here.
Hero.
Yasuhiro's the clairvoyant dude, right? Yeah, okay. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set it again. Well, this isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality. Well...
Honestly.
Yeah, they definitely can't. You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. This game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hakagure. That is the only person who he could have been referring to.
So, in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people, even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hiding their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. Of course you can't. He murdered 2 people. At least not in the immediate future. To kill 2 of our friends. Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time, it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. Alright then, well it wasn't Kyoko or Hero then, was it? It's not that easy, come on now. And it's gonna begin again. You have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it, I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives, I just have to do it. I think this is the best song on the soundtrack, you know. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of the death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Yep, it's pretty strange. We got less information this time than before. Oh no, there's no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway.
Well,
Oh, there's something else that's bothering me. Someone has been missing by quite a while. He's talking about Kyoko. Without a doubt, she has been an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? Yeah, it's not Kyoko or Hiro. I can fucking tell already. Like, there's no way. You don't just suspect people this early and it turns out to be them. It's not how it works. An accomplice. An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question? You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
speaking of which...
I'd like to ask if there is an accomplice, do they also become black?
So you ask each murder. So in
Yeah, so I know this bit.
And there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if one person kills one person, and then another dude kills another person? Then what? They've both killed people.
In other words,
So basically, you can be the accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So you're saying that nobody worked together this time, either? Yeah, sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might want to assist in a murder. Only one Blacken can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
So, in other words...
So we need to figure out who that one Blacken is that did the killing. Just like normal.
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is
dream.
the one true Blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true Blackened, so just one person. That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle plan between all of you and the Blackened. Good luck with all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. May be right. I don't know, maybe she was the mastermind and convinced Hiro to do the killing for her. Who actually knows at this point? It could be Hina for all we know. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However,
Oh, as long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's go back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible, but for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You can never be too sure, Celeste. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
What?
I'm offended. When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway. You there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack.
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect? She only kills people with scissors, not with justice hammers.
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time. I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. When the bodies disappeared, she was lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. Don't call me murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of bragging you should be doing.
Let's see.
It just means never isolate her yourself in a room together. When she could get away with it. On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
And that's that. Let's begin. Okie dokie. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. It never is. It never is. Alright, let's look at the bodies. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. Oh, the... Really? I thought someone strangled him and then covered him in pink hair dye. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tar blade under his body. The killer used this to move Taka's body. That way, there'd be no blood left behind while the body was moved. Well, yeah, but then how was that done with Hifumi? Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor, his really big body. I just realised. They fucking stretched the image so it's a low quality picture. It's grainy, you can see it from here. Oh, that's pretty poor. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office, where he was discovered, to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting the feeling something's different? Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. Oh, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. So does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? From here it looks like they're smashed because you can see through the glasses, but alright. But who would do that and why? Probably because they got some on their hands? I don't know, they needed a wipe. I've literally no idea. Can I leave this room now? There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I do not see any way to lock it from in the art room. So can I leave then? No. Apparently not. Let's talk to people then.
So,
I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Hifumi's and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
But-
And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it, and why is it unlocked now? I wonder if it's the same thing. The door was locked, and the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There may be some secret lurking in here, but I'll probably leave this area to figure it out. Yeah, the door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Here and Sakura both confirmed that the door was locked after the search for the bodies began. And the door is designed so that, yeah, I've read this. I might accidentally press A on something. Why are they repeating the same thing over and over again? Hina claims there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. Was it the killer, or was he still running free, or was it one of the victims? Got it. Hello, Sakura. There are many aspects to this incident this time, too many to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? No, bugger off. Can I get your help? This whole situation really does bother me. After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? And we came right to the repository to look around. The repository was locked. Yeah, okay, I already know this. I just want to see whether or not you're going to come with me. No, you're not, okay. Alright, what have we got to look at? It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? Look at the wheel. There's a bloodstain on it. There's a bloodstain on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? What else is there? Oh, the fucking hammers. Right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Conveniently missing. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? As a model, there are 4 missing! Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all and is wet. Did someone wash it recently? Probably. Right, can I leave now? What else is there to look at? A camera? Nothing there. Oh, right, okay. You're still in the room. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did do it? Oh, I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
In other words...
So there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. He is kind of dumb. Yeah, to be fair, he is. But do you think it's really good enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
What?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we wouldn't complete our investigation. But we could find the bodies. In fact, they moved it after we found one. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is why they bother killing 2 people. What? Because all the rule says, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, Babs. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. This game is always figured... Someone who's a genius and has figured it out before you did. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There's got to be a clue around it somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. Sweet, let's go. Right then, Mike. Let's go to the equipment room. Wherever the fuck that was. Equipment room. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go here. The stairs are there, right? Yeah, cool. It's only the classes that are down here, isn't it? Oh, no. This is cool. This episode will go on until, you know, the beginning of the trial, and then as per always, it'll be split into 2 parts. Annoyingly, there doesn't appear to be a halfway button for the trial, so I have to sort of do it all in once. Right. Justice Hammer 4. The weapon was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Oh, you can see a beginning of someone being dragged away. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. You know what? I don't think I've ever had to say the word repository as much as I have in the last 15 minutes. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that definitely would have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Ifumi? Ifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Maybe he flew, I don't know. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. I'm sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Sure. This tarp, I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. How have you already forgotten what it is? Oh, literally fade me. Okay, so there is a healthy amount of nothing here. Good. Let's go to the nurse's room then. We're looking for a way to him, for the killer to have gotten it up to the 1st floor. It's this way, right? You know what, remembering the layout of Hope's Peak is a lot easier on a map than it is here. Hammer. Hammer 3. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. The blood doesn't have its own thing. There is a bin. It's a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. It's small, too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. There's some kind of cartoon character on it. Right, well, that explains why his glasses were clean and where the blood was wiped went. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Oh, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth? It's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe some blood. But who would need to do something like that? You are. Shit. I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Literally, fuck you. Anything this side of the room? Yep. Refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek? There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me, though I'm not a vampire. Right. Woo, I got 1 coin. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around, seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? You know, I'm just checking this and that. And the main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When you disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. But when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have gone for more than a minute or 2, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything less than impossible. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. You could carry someone. Just because he's fat doesn't make him some immovable object. He's not Andre the Giant. He's not even 6 foot. Is he 6 foot? How tall is he? Does it actually, like, say how tall someone is? He's 5'7". Man, whatever. Hang on. It says his chest is 150 centimeters. Let's compare that to Leon. 80. That is, I mean, smaller than I expected. Who is someone who's tiny? I need to look for a guy who's tiny. You'll do. 70. Well, there you go. That's less than half. I thought it would be a bigger than that, though. I can't think of anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been... Yeah, blah, blah. Alright, so there's a healthy amount of bugger all left in this room. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. This is the note Hero wrote to get us to all meet up, right? You remember well. The penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
All clear now.
Yeah, it makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is it? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Really? Alright. So you said go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? I don't know, but we're about to find out. This isn't the place I should be. It's... yeah, here. This is the room I know the best. Right. Let's look for the room with the dude with the ridiculous hair. Not you. That's you. No. 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 It's going to be the last fucking one, isn't it? It wasn't you, was it? Nope. No. 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 Well, second to last. I mean, it's about as bad. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm going to take a plunge. Hey, it sounds exciting. Someone else's room. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Alright, well, boxes is probably the big thing first of all. I think there's something in the cardboard box. Good, he left blueprints in his room. Some things made out of... it looks like cardboard, plastic and plaster. Is this Robo-Justice? And it's in Hero's room. But wait, his blueprints, something about them bothers me. There's not incredible penmanship. What else can I look at here? The bed's fairly unremarkable. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the ones in my room. Okay, well there's cards on the table. I can't look at that, can I? What? What can I look at there? Oh, right, it's the door. This is unfortunately overlapping. I guess I'm gonna go into the bathroom then. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Through lack of upkeep, probably, mate. That's all there was to find in there. Good. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news. Robo-Justice showed up too. Robo-Justice. It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the ball on the second floor. You're kidding me. We found Kyoko. Hero's wearing the costume. The conflict needs to start somewhere. I guess it did already start with Byakuya saying that. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. Ran to the second floor as fast as I could. Off we go.